Well, hello there folks, and welcome back to what is today us going over the latest AQW Infinity update that we received. And as you may have guessed, it's not very much content and just a lot of padding out, but you know what, we'll cover that all in just a moment's time. We're also going to look at this week's mini midweek update, which I presume, due to the new Dark-On class coming this weekend, has been toned back accordingly, but it may not, and it could just be a slightly lazier week, because we haven't actually had a proper treasure hunt now for a few weeks, at least not one that has had any real difficulty behind it. So let us talk though first of all about Adventure Quest Infinity. We know the Dragon Slayer class is the one they're remodeling, reworking, whatever you want to call it, for the game, and these are some of the animations, although I don't know if these are actual animations that they've just been playing around with, ones they're going to assign to the class or not, because there's a lot of red going on. However, we may as well show you all of these because some of them do look quite quirky, and it gives us a little bit of an idea of the more animation style that we could be getting in this game. I mean, we don't know when this is actually going to be releasing. I presume it's going to be delayed a little bit further, probably 2025 or something like that, or we could literally just get one area of the game to log into and play. But to be quite honest with you, I will just keep drip feeding you this information as and when we get it, and just show you little bits and bobs to kind of keep our hopes hanging in there ever so slightly for some kind of release in the not so distant future, although the not so distant future does keep getting longer and longer. Now let us move away from animations, leave them behind, and head over to what is going to be the loot system, or at least the loot system how it's looking at the moment. Not that is just a picture of Galanov, I just added it in because, you know, I can. The new loot system inventory system. When you get items, they will go into a special loot bag. This means you can pick up a bunch of stuff and then decide what to do with it later with previews. The loot inventory persists when you log out, so that's really cool. It's going to save it, but they've limited it to 20 items, and it sounds like once you get 21 items, it bins them off in order of when you first got them. So the ones that have been in there the longest will just disappear and be replaced with the latest item drops, which could be good and bad at the same time, because you can get a lot of just absolute rubbish dropping, and you don't want that to get rid of a 0.1% drop. To be honest, the system is very much, at least how it looks on the UI side of things, very similar to the custom dropped UI you can already enable, so they appear at the bottom of the screen instead. Just this is going to essentially give you an actual inventory for it instead of just a tiny pop-up at the bottom of your screen. Destruction to all dialogue boxes. They want to get rid of dialogue boxes, not that we really see them all that much in Adventure Quest. However, from memory, when we last went into the tech demo, they were definitely milking them a little bit, so it will be good to clear those off of our screen. And to be honest, the actual text and font they use really does not appeal to me and always looks quite basic, so hopefully that does all just get sacked off, because that pop-up just irritates me anyway. That could just be a me problem though, so if that doesn't bother you, then sorry, it's going by the looks of it. Okay, here we have some important news, because right at the bottom of this bit of text, you may want to pause and read it. If you don't, the important thing is not only about the Dragon Slayer class and the update to the lair that will get Infinity, but the new tech demo will be on the way soon, or at least the latest tech demo. So that's good, and hopefully we can jump in and have a little go at obtaining that Dragon Slayer class all over again. Okay, so let us talk about the midweek update. So over at Join Astravia, in this merge shop, you have got these new battle gear weapons. They do actually look really cool. It is one item in each hand, so it's definitely worth picking up if you want to spend a little bit of time. You will, however, also need to get the boomstick, and the boomstick does require some gratitude from the quest. You'll have to rinse and repeat the quest. You may already have a load of these stacked up if you've been stacking up Dark-On resources. If you want to get the Astravian sickle, you just need to defeat that monster I showed you on the right, and that will give you the drop. And then, like we say, you can get yourself some gratitude, and once you've got all of those items, you can head back into the merge and get merging for these ones right here. So they do look quite fancy, and they could be worth considering picking up. Now, lastly, and certainly not least, they just snuck this in. I'm showing you it because it happened. That's the only reason. Over at the Yokai Realm, you are now able to also merge for this Doom Knight mask, so that is also available within the shop. And similarly, if you go to the featured gear, there is the enchanted version of it in there as well. Anyway folks, so thank you very much for watching. Please either leave a like and of course subscribe, and I'll be back most likely tomorrow for yet another video. Until then, have a lovely day.